What if the secret to true freedom is not about controlling your future, but completely letting go of it? For centuries, we've been taught to plan, to strive, to worry about tomorrow. We write bucket lists, we schedule meetings, we keep our eyes on the next step. But Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most misunderstood thinkers in history, may have left us a radical, even terrifying alternative. Stop living for a day that hasn't even arrived. And maybe, just maybe, that's the doorway to the kind of peace we didn't even know was possible. Let's be honest, 2025 doesn't feel like a gentle time to be alive. You're juggling financial uncertainty, climate concerns, geopolitical tensions, the pressure to stay ahead in careers that feel like treadmills. And then there's the personal stuff, relationships to maintain, goals to achieve, health to manage. Most of us wake up each day not in the present, but already in the future. We check our calendars, we stress about deadlines, we worry about things that may never even happen. This constant future gazing is exhausting. It is like we are carrying a suitcase filled with what ifs and just in cases everywhere we go. Nietzsche might say, this suitcase is not just heavy, it's suffocating our ability to actually live. And here's where he flips the table. The solution is not to plan less or abandon responsibility, is to live differently. It's not for tomorrow, not for next week, okay? But for the moment that's happening right now, okay? Enter one of Nietzsche's most provocative ideas, the eternal recurrence. He asks us to imagine this what if, right now, a demon whispered in your ear and told you that you would have to live this exact life. Every joy, every sorrow, every awkward first date and sleepless night, over and over again for eternity. How would you react? Horror or joy? Eternal recurrence is not about whether time really loops. Nietzsche didn't care about the physics. It's a thought experiment meant to force us into an uncomfortable question. If you had to live this day 1,000 more times, would you want to? Suddenly someday it doesn't matter. The future stops being a finish line you crawl toward. Instead, every choice you make today, every conversation you have, every risk you take becomes infinitely significant. And here's the twist. When you live like this, regret and fear of the future start to dissolve. Because the question isn't, will I be okay tomorrow? It is, can I love the life I'm living now enough to relive it forever? If eternal recurrence is the challenge, amor fati is the attitude. It translates to love of fate. Not just accepting what happens to you, but embracing it. All of it. This means loving the heartbreak and the promotion, loving the storm and the sunshine, loving the traffic jam that makes you late and the friend who surprises you with a call at midnight. Amor fati doesn't say, don't care about tomorrow. It says, whatever tomorrow brings joy or tragedy is yours, and you will welcome it. That might sound like giving up. It is not. This is not passive resignation. Amor fati is active. A P is saying, I will meet whatever comes with open arms, and I will make something beautiful out of it. This frees up enormous energy. Instead of spending your day bracing for disaster or chasing the next high, you spend it living. Today's walk, today's conversation, today's work. Stop negotiating with the universe and start dancing with it. Nietzsche warns about something he calls the spirit of gravity, that heaviness we carry when we are weighed down by duty, guilt, fear of the future, and nostalgia for the past. You know that feeling when your to-do list sits in the back of your mind like a black cloud? That's the spirit of gravity. It is the voice that says, you can't enjoy yourself until you've fixed everything. Spoiler, you'll never fix everything. Nietzsche's antidote, the dancer. Not literally pirouetting in the kitchen though. You can if you want, but moving through life with lightness, spontaneity, and play. A dancer doesn't drag the future behind them like a ball and chain. They move in rhythm with the present. Imagine treating life not like a business meeting, but like a jam session. Still skill, still effort. But there's also improvisation, joy, and a willingness to embrace the unexpected note. How do you cultivate that? Start small. Leave pockets of unplanned time in your day. Say yes to something you'd normally overthink. Take the longer walk home. Let a conversation wander without steering it toward a goal. Each of these is a tiny rebellion against the spirit of gravity. Finally, there's the will to power. This is one of Nietzsche's most misinterpreted concepts. It is not about dominating others. It is about self-mastery. It is about shaping your life according to your own deepest values, not the ones handed to you by culture, family, or fear. When you live with will to power, you're not reacting to the future. You're creating your present. You choose the words you speak today, the risks you take today, kindness you offer today, and in doing so, you shape a tomorrow you can embrace instead of dread. It is not about waiting for life to give you permission to live. It is about saying, "This is my life right now, and I will shape it into something worth loving, no matter what comes." So here, ask the question, can you let go of tomorrow not because you've stopped caring, but because you've decided to live so fully today that tomorrow will take care of itself? Start now. Do one thing today as if you had to relive it forever. Walk into the rest of your day with the curiosity of a dancer and the courage of someone who loves their fate. Nietzsche is not promising an easy life. He's offering something better and meaningful one. And the first step, stop waiting for the perfect future and start creating a present you can live with again and again. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.